What's going on? It's Jordan. Today, I'll be talking to you about the curse of perfectionism. See, in society, what we have to understand is we're not going to be perfect. We're not going to do everything perfect. We're not going to make all the right decisions at the right moments, at the right time. And we have to understand that it's okay. It's okay to make mistakes. It's okay to learn. It's okay to use every experience in your life to propel you forward for you to be the better person than you were yesterday. We all have the ability to learn and understand ourselves and understand each other, especially within society, especially in social settings. We all have the ability to understand ourselves most of all and learn. Every decision that we decide to make in this life can help us or hinder us. What we have the ability to do with every decision that we make is learn from it, process it, and make better decisions next time. In this life, you're not going to grow if you don't go through many various different experiences. These experiences mold you into the person that you're supposed to become. Hopefully, with the experiences that we all learn from, we can take those experiences and move forward, move on, and move ahead and learn from it and grow. But if we don't learn from it, then the same situations will occur over and over again, a repeated cycle, so to speak. It's important that within everything that we do, we look at all these experiences and all these repeated cycles, so to speak, and try to break those cycles and do things differently. When we break those cycles and do things differently, we're able to learn, grow, and propel ourselves forward. Life isn't easy. There's going to be challenges on every level. Even when you do achieve success and achieve your goals, there's going to be another level that you may want to obtain within your own personal life. And then there's going to be a challenge there that we have to overcome in everything. It's important that we use these challenges to learn time and time again that within every stage of our life, there's going to be growing pains and there's going to be processes that help us through it all. And sometimes it's challenging, but at the end of the day, when we get through those challenges, we can say we defeated those challenges. Trial and tribulation is important. It's important for development. We all have to go through things within this life for us to grow, for us to learn ourselves, for us to make the changes needed. Because without trial and tribulation, we will not be able to grow. When we don't go through these things early in life, later on in life, these things will occur and hit us, and we might not know what to do. But it's best to go through these things early so you know what to do, you know that you can handle it, you know that you can work through it. There's going to be many various different experiences within this life that are going to come back into your life and try to ruin you, especially when you are growing, especially when you are in the process of changing your life. And these lessons and experiences that come back in your life is test you to see if you're smarter, to see if you actually grew, to see if you actually are understanding the changes or if you're living in repeated cycles. And this happens to everyone, including myself, because we're all human. We all go through these things. It's if we're aware of these things or not. It's best that we be aware of everything, every change that we go through, every trial and error that we go through, because there's going to be a lot of trial and error. Everyone in this world has been through some sort of trial and error, whether it be mentally, spiritually, physically, or financially. We are all human. It is normal. Some people try to hide it, and I understand because some people try to maintain a perfect image, perfect life, so to speak. But at the end of the day, We're all battling something. We're all going through something. And if we're not going through something, someone around us is going through something. So it's best that we look at it from the perspective where we can learn from each other, because it's important to learn from each other. Even just taking experiences from other people and using that in your own personal life is important. Just looking at somebody else's life and using those experiences in your own life is important. It's important. And for me, I've been provided the luxury to actually hear a lot of people's stories of their own personal life, of what they've been through. And these people just vent to me. I don't really ask these people about their situation. They just see that I'm a genuine person and they decide to tell me their story. And when I hear their story, obviously I keep that in full confidentiality. And when they tell me their stories, I learn from their stories and I use that in my own personal life. And I really look at it like everybody is going through something in their own personal life. And I could use their experiences in their life to fuel my own life in a positive way. Nothing is ever easy in this life. And the important take here is, when you are in a good season of your life, understand that that is an experience as well. Use that experience to propel yourself. And when you're in a bad season in your life, use those experiences to propel yourself as well. Even though in the bad experiences, it's far much more harder. But at the end of the day, when you're propelling yourself through these bad experiences, you build strength. Strength and endurance is important. We have to know and understand that we're never going to be perfect. We're going to make mistakes. And no matter how hard we may try to maintain perfectionism, so to speak, we can never do so. Society wants you to be in this mind frame that you have to be perfect. The things that are perpetuated in media, propaganda, so to speak, makes us feel like we have to live up to the criteria of others, but we do not know and understand what other people are going through. Sometimes we may see things on social media and try to follow those things and follow those lifestyles, but you really have to create a lifestyle for yourself. What do you like for yourself? What are your interests, your hobbies, all of these things, right? Because when we try to follow something that isn't us, essentially we will lose ourselves and be drawn into something that isn't even for us. It's best to be real with yourself. It's best to understand what you like, because when you understand what you like, you can't be swayed left, right, and center. When you understand what you like, nobody can tell you about what you like because you know what you like. And you also stand firm on your boundaries. You stand firm on your principles and morals when you know what you like. And the thing is, what we have to understand is, when you know what you like, you can actually influence other people in a positive way through what you like, if it's positive. We have to understand as well, influence is important because people are watching you. People are watching all of us. We're all social creatures. We have to understand that what we do is important. People are watching. People want to learn. People may not be able to learn for themselves, so they're looking at others for guidance. So, what we must do is show them the way, show them that it is possible for them to be their own individual. Because the scary thing about it is, a lot of people are walking around afraid. They're trying to be around other people to mend the voids within their own personal life. And it doesn't work when you're around toxic, negative people. But if you're around positive people who reinforce you to do good, which there is positive people out here, then you'll make the change. But we have to be aware of what we put ourselves around and the influence that we're around in this life. It's important that we look at our lives as important because other people aren't going to look at our lives as important as we may do. We have to understand that God also looks at our life as important as well. So it's best that we use that in our own personal lives to propel us forward. So today, I'll be leaving you with this scripture, and I hope that the scripture helps you in your daily personal life today. James 3:2. For we stumble and sin in many ways. If anyone does not stumble in what he says, he is a perfect man, able to bridle his whole body and rein in his entire nature. I want to thank you for watching today, and I hope this message helps you. Peace.